In this video we will view the total product curve, the marginal product curve and the average product curve, and also a little bit of its variance. So the first curve is the total output or total product curve that has a certain stylized shape, and this is how it looks like. It bends down a little bit and then rises, then remains at a similar sort of slope, constant slope, and then its slope starts declining and the curve also starts to decline. These are three segments, that is the segment from origin till A, and then from A to B, and then from B to C. The first segment is the increasing returns to scale, or so after increasing returns to scale, as you can see, the inputs and output has certain relationship in which there is an increase in the slope of the curve, and then we have this CRS, that is constant returns to scale, as the slope has become constant, and this is where the decreasing returns to scale will hold, as the increase in inputs is not giving us the equal amount of or equal proportion of the output. We have understood the returns to scale. This is the product curve that is related to that set of isoquants that we made there. Here we have the total product curve trying to signify the same thing, that is returns to scale, but not with the isoquants, rather with the total product curve. This thing can be translated into the average product curve as well. Input is here again, and the output is not there, it is the average output, and when we plot it as per the given table or schedule that is not seen here in this video, but we can do this by making a certain table, such kind of product curve. From that we can derive this average product curve, and the average product curve here is again signifying the same set of phases, that is from O to A there is IRS, and then there is CRS. Here it has a horizontal range, and afterwards we have from B to C the decreasing returns to scale. So this is how the average product curve looks like with the returns to scale phenomenon. Now we have another possibility of the product curves, and in this product curve we are trying to consider the third factor of the third variable or the second factor of production, that is V2. But since we are making a 2D diagram, this variable will not look like z-axis, it will be a little different. V1 is plotted on x-axis and the output is plotted on y-axis, whereas V2 is considered to have a certain level, that is V2 bar. So the second factor of production is considered at a certain level. We are not allowing it to vary at this level, where we are considering V1 to be variable. Now if these are the given parameters, that V2 is fixed at V2 bar and V1 is allowed to vary, then the curve will look like this. It is the standard form of the total product curve, that it has increasing returns to scale, then CRS, and then DRS. Now another possibility is considered, and in that possibility we have increased the other factor of production from V2 bar to V2 double bar, and V2 double bar is greater than the V2 bar. It means that we have allowed the other factor of production to increase, for instance, from 100 to 200, and if it is so, the same curve will be shifted, which is shown by this red arrow, and you can see it is now at a higher level, and that is quite intuitive, because the increased amount of the other factor of production V2 is going to allow us to produce more, provided that V1 is varying. So the two product curve can be made by considering this example. This is the explanation of what we have seen in the diagram. The shift has happened here with the help of red arrow. We have seen that. Now we translate this total product curve into average product curve, and definitely there will be two, just like we had two total product curves here. So the law of diminishing returns should hold here again, and average product curves will be made. There will be two, but both depict the increasing, constant, and decreasing returns to scale respectively, just like we saw before. And here we can see that IRS, CRS, and DRS, all three, they are happening, and this is quite adjacent to what we saw before, the average product curve. Here it has a inverted U sort of shape, and it is definitely the same here, inverted U sort of the shape, and this is where V2 was fixed at V2 bar, and this is where V2 was fixed at V2 double bar, and it is higher than the first level, that is this level. Definitely it should increase, as one of the factors of production is allowed to increase from V2 bar to V2 double bar. So this is the average product, and this is the formula, the output divided by the variable factor, that is V1. So this is how we can understand various versions of the product curves, and this was about it, the total product curve, the average product curve, and then the two total product curves and two average product curves. Thank you.